much. One of the beautiful phrases we find in Luke's Gospel. Today, Evangelist Luke gives us this incident of Jesus being invited for a wonderful dinner party. Now, such dinners have good food, good wine, and over a good food and good wine, the elite of the place discussed interesting topics. They debated on different discourses, and then they focused often on the qualification of the person who is invited. The invited guest is considered a big teacher, therefore everyone paid close attention to what is being spoken. And at this time, a woman is party crashing. She invites herself because she was tired of being what she was, a sinner. Therefore, she decides that for one last time to embarrass herself fully. She goes uninvited and touches the feet of Jesus. When we look at this drama unfolding before us, we see that this woman dared to throw every stone she had, everything she had. She had no water, but she used her tears to wash the feet. She had no towel, but she used her hair to dry his feet. She had no oil, but she used the perfume of alabaster jar to anoint Jesus. Luke tells that this woman did not even dare to come before Jesus. She stood behind him, holding on his feet. Her much love is praised before everyone. In fact, in Matthew 23:13, Jesus would say, "One who humbles himself will be exalted. One who exalts himself will be humbled." When we look at the gospel, we understand at the initial verse, Luke does not give the name of the person who invited Jesus. For 3 times, Luke tells us a certain Pharisee invited Jesus. And when Jesus was in the house of the Pharisee, and then the Pharisee said to Jesus. Now, the man who invited Jesus was an ungracious guest who thought that he knows everything. And then Jesus calls out loudly his name, Simon. When he thought that no one can understand that he was judging the woman, that he was judging Jesus, Jesus calls his name very loudly, Simon. Jesus praises the woman, on the other hand, calls out Simon's arrogance and judging attitude. Jesus praises this woman who was willing to express her humility before Jesus. Now, in our church, day after day, we notice people coming before Jesus in all humility. When we receive the Holy Communion, some of us, when we feel that we are unworthy to receive Jesus, we come with folded arms. That is a public display, a public confession that I am a sinner, I am unworthy before Jesus. When I see persons coming before me to receive Jesus with the arms crossed, I am very proud of themselves because they are so humble before Jesus, they make a public confession that they are sinners. The Catechism of the Catholic Church, number 1324, tells that we can receive every day Jesus because Jesus is the Holy Eucharist is the sum and source of our life. Yet we also do notice some of us know that we are sinners, but yet go and receive Jesus, thinking in our heart, like Simon, no one would know. Jesus knows. We think that I can simply receive Jesus in an unworthy manner and then quietly go for a confession to Father Ebin. Jesus reads our minds and thoughts. The gospel of today invites all of us to throw everything we have before Jesus, that he will praise all of us just as he did to the woman. Go in peace. Amen.